Hey, we're out in Brooklyn today interviewing people about the upcoming mayoral election. Early voting actually started today. It's Saturday, June 14th, and the primary is on June 24th. So here's what people had to say. What's your name?
My name is Howard.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Megan.
Megan, nice to meet you.
Yeah. And are you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn.
Nice. And who are you supporting in the mayoral election?
I forgot his name. Mundabi, whatever it is.
Mundami?
Yeah. That's
Oh.
what I'm going for.
And why?
I mean, I grew up here my whole life, and I don't know. I want something new. You know, he's young. He's has good ideas. You know, I don't know. He's something for the people. That's what I say. You know, I don't know too much about him, but I like him.
Where have you? Oh, sorry. Where have you mostly heard about him?
Actually, here, because I live in Florida too. Yeah, so I go back and forth. Yeah.
So you mostly hear about him through like word of mouth, signs, or.
You know what's crazy? I saw Instagram clip, like a reel, and then I was like, this guy look interesting. And somebody came to my parents' house, because I live here. You know, I stay with my parents, whatever, and they were telling me that he's running for mayor. So I was like, oh, I know this guy, and they were giving me a couple things that he's doing, that he's voting for, and you know, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try I don't like Como. I'm gonna tell you straight out. So I'm not a Como fan. Yeah, so that's it.
And what's the top issue for you as a voter?
I mean, we are divided. New York City is divided. I mean, the whole country is divided. But like I tell you, I grew up here when none of this was here. When there was no lines, no benches. I'm going way back. You know what I'm saying? So we're just so divided, and it's like overcrowded. That's one. The rent is crazy. You know, it's terrible. So that's one of my biggest issues, like living costs to live here in New York City. You know, this is the Big Apple, you know, so it's like, it's not good. It's not good. So that's my biggest issue. Living costs and just, you know, making it more better and affordable for the people, you know. That's it. Anything else?
No, thank you. Oh, sorry, it's a little loud here. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No worries. And good luck to everything you're doing. I hope you get some people to give you guys some good, you know, point of view from what they're thinking, so it can help your channel. And yeah, you know, I like what you guys are doing. You know, it's good to see what's going on with people. Mike, you know, people are shy, you know, but they need to express themselves. But for me, I'm voting for him.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right,
You have a good day. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name is Megan. And who are you leaning toward for mayor?
I'm leaning towards not Cuomo because, you know, there's been so much out there about how I don't think will be a good leader for New York City right now. And I think it's really important that everyone educates themselves on the voting rules this time around with ranked choice. I think it can be really confusing for people, and it's honestly even confusing for me at times. And I think it's important to know what the outcomes would be based on how you're doing ranked choice. Yeah, so I think it's important, more important than ever, I think, to understand how it works and yeah, to vote accordingly.
Cool. And what's your top issue as a New Yorker?
Oh, my top issue. I will say I think safety is a really important issue. I think it's very divisive, and I think it's a really hard issue to solve. But I think it is really important. You know, I have a baby, and so, you know, it's something that I think about a lot. And I think the situation has improved a lot, but I know it's, you know, at the top of everyone's minds, including mine. And so, yeah, that's important to me.
Awesome. Is there anything you want to add?
Don't rank Como. That's my main thought. I think that's really important. I think Como has shown New Yorkers that he's not worthy of being an elected official, and I really hope that we as a city can come together and avoid that.
And will you guys be voting in the Democratic primary coming up, or did you early voting?
Yes, we will be voting for the primary.
No, you're good.
Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. So you were just saying, what are some issues to you as a New Yorker that you think the next mayor should address?
Well, I think the next mayor should address school politics, policing, homelessness, because I have a lot of people that or like I had grown up with and were raised, they're like homeless now and they have nowhere to live. That's like a huge thing in my life. To die, they have nowhere to live. So I would like if you could change that, whoever the next mayor would be, I would love that, to appreciate that a lot.
So you're from Brooklyn, from around here?
Oh no, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from Harlem. My family's from Brooklyn though. Yeah. Shout out NYC, New York. We love y'all.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
How long have you lived in New York?
Oh my God, it's I think it's been 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky, so I was excited for the election. Louisville's like a little dot of blue and like a sea of red, so important to vote there. But I like changed my registration because I was excited about this race.
Who are you excited about?
Zohran Mamdani, of course.
And why are you voting for Zohran?
I think, well, one, I live in a rent-stabilized building. I would love for him to freeze the rent if that's going to happen. And I like that he's straightforward about his stance on like how unaffordable this city has become. I also just think it's exciting to have like momentum in a race. Like this is the first candidate that I think I've been excited about, that anyone's been excited about. So that's really inspiring too. And the city-run groceries idea, universal childcare, are all like, things I support wholeheartedly.
How have you mostly heard about Zohran? You think like through friends or social media? Or?
I think I first kind of got on the train with social media. I think he's been great at kind of like getting the sort of like Gen Z, maybe millennial folks to like be excited through like TikTok and Instagram. So that's how I first heard about him. And then I started canvassing with people and got to know them just through conversations we had in person. And then it got me more and more engaged. So,
in your canvassing, what neighborhoods did you guys visit, and what was kind of the general like reaction from people?
Oh yeah, interesting. Because it was different. Like whenever I would be in Flatbush, I think we got a lot of support and a lot of people who really liked the sort of Democrat socialist stuff that he has been pushing and fighting for. I did one in the Upper West Side. It was in the West 80s, and there was a lot of like misinformation about him and like people saying he was anti-Semitic, and I was like, no, actually he's backed by Jewish Voice for Peace. Like, what are you talking about? And also people who maybe didn't care about the universal child care because they didn't have to worry about paying for that, or But in the Upper West Side, it's like some that are super kind of rinky-dinky, like rent-stabilized buildings, and then like fancy brownstones. So it was a mix of people, but a lot of like door slams in face, that situation.
Do you think that he has a shot of winning, or?
Yes, I absolutely do. I myself and like all my friends have been convincing people to change their registration from out of state to New York, and just being like, come on, like you don't live in Colorado anymore, like change your registration already, like you've been here forever. And so and that kind of momentum. When I first started canvassing, there were like 4 people, and then the last time I went there were like 21 people canvassing for him, so that was exciting.
And one last question, what's your most important issue as a New Yorker?
Affordability, like just housing. The housing crisis is insane, and like the prospect of like owning a home has become like kind of a pipe dream for a lot of people in my generation. And rent is just insane. And I live in a stabilized apartment, and with the recent sort of increases, now landlords can kind of increase it out the ass. So I don't want to get priced out of this city, so that's at the top of my list.
And are you going to be ranking other people too, or?
Yeah, I think I'm doing Zohran 1, Brad Lander 2, Adrian 3, and then the other folks 4 or 5. Yeah.
You got
Not ranking Cuomo by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Go Yanks.